multiple notes because I texted my agent. I said, I need you to send this to CJ and me. And which is great.
Your agent, yes. Like from
well, it feels how weird. Well, how weird is it? Like, what do you call it? I mean, you're a nerd.
I think I just call it. I call it my agent. No,
yeah.
This is my day to day. This is literally every day. It's conversation,
right?
Agents,
and so I'm just like, I said to my agent, I'm like, go through all these, send this to CJ and me, and then the embarrassment, the insane embarrassment of it sending you, my work husband or work wife, probably your work husband. I'm definitely the wife. And the subject heading is the other podcast that I fucking co-host, not this one. It's talking about like propcasts. So it's kind of like, it's like sending a nude to your wife that you got from someone else. So anyway, so with that,
I don't think that it's quite that, because to classify it that way would be like if Michelle saw this and was then got very upset at seeing this content. She'd just look at this and be like, stupid shit. What are you sending each other? Like, it's not, it's like a different category. It's like, It's like somebody sends like your fantasy football, like score or some shit where you like look at the lineup and you're, like roster baiting or something. That might be more similar to what it is.
Okay. Well, that either way, what is great is that you're watching. I'm just telling everybody in our Discord, Dad's Bet Baseball, Adam Rosenberg, CJ Buskey. So we upcoming schedule stuff that we're gonna have Kyle Bennett on to talk about the Phillies. We're gonna still do our exactas draft. We're gonna do that soon. I promise we're gonna do that soon. Probably if I can pull it off Thursday, more likely next Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. But I thought that this would be good. CJ and I both thought it would be good for us to go through, frankly, our futures, because we've been starting getting notifications on our Pickett accounts of like, hey, you won. So if you followed us, you have a California house mortgage worth of futures. If you just did a little bit, you probably have still a mortgage worth of futures. But let's kind of go through, because it was a real big weekend for a couple of our things. Let's talk about our White Sox, which, 4.5 division leads 4.5. We have them 50-1, but over the course of the weekend, they hit their 63.5 wins. They're at 65 right now? 64, 65, 66.
Which is was it 67.5 that
closed at 67.5
and the off season?
And Sammy said that's where it got so high.
You were like, that's like pretty fair. It's like 67.5, and you could see it either being like 66 or 68. And I'm like, yeah, I would agree with you, even though we're very high on this team. But holy shit, they lost yesterday.
It feels very real,
but
it feels very real.
Here's my only concern with them. Is that the series like where they peaked too early? Because it is still August 18th today. Like, if they had done this first or second week of September, I'd be over the moon. We're cashing the 50-1 ticket. Fuck all them haters. But middle of August, like, there's still a lot of runway here for Detroit to catch them.
There is. And they're starting Eric Feedy tonight.
That's really live. Yeah. Which I don't know if you want to talk at all about the Guardians looking kind of dead, but they don't look good.
They don't, but tonight's a really good spot, and I thought that it was a good spot, and so we'll see how they do from that. Okay, so that, look, one way or another, we actually have the most ideal situation for us right now, because that is we all have the Tigers to make the playoffs, and we have the White Sox to win the division, and we actually don't have them to make the playoffs. So we really just want them to make the playoffs to do that because of it. There was a miscommunication between CJ and I back in February because it was Super Bowl. It was literally the Saturday before Super Bowl.
99% on CJ. Yes.
No, it's fine. Well, it's fine. I still have a note that says CJ took this for me, and then I have a note next that says no, he did not. But it's fine. Okay, so. That's kind of other things. Okay, the Dodgers finally won. The Braves lost. Dodgers are 75-51. Braves 74 and 51. We have a Braves to have more wins than the Dodgers at 5-1, right? That's a good one. That is very live.
Yep.
I believe our we'll get to win totals, but that looks really good. Orioles win total is strangely live because we bought that on open. But it's not on life support, but it's not doing great. They are basically on pace for 81 wins, and we need them to have 83. And the D-backs won't go away, and they're tied with the Padres, and we have them at this came from you, but what was it, plus 280, plus 260 for them to have more wins than the Padres?
Maybe it was plus 285. It was what the that price was. I mean, that was more of the fade of the Padres than it was the Diamondbacks. We just both said it's not going to win 8 games, and hold on. We thought this Diamondbacks team was going to win maybe 83 games.
Yeah,
and now they're on pace to win 85.
Yeah,
they kind of look like the same team that we thought they
were.
Are.
They're the exact same team that we thought they were. Oh wow. Okay. Lobsters on me, CJ. All right. So we got things that are carrying our whole thing, everything that's going on. All right. We also have, which we talked about in our one Brewers episode when we brought Trevor on, and after a year of me just dragging Trevor and telling him, hey, I hate you, I hate your team, I hate everything about it, we proceeded to take them for, I think you had them for 12-1 for the best record. I ended up getting for 10-1.
Yep.
That ticket's wild.
Looking great. They looked awesome in that series against the Dodgers this past weekend.
That was great.
Talk about a statement series. Yeah,
that was great. White Sox, by the way, 70 wins at 2-1. Probably going to hit that in the next couple days. And win totals, we've got a bunch of them that are doing really well. Remember the Marlins win total that we had left for dead after they lost 11 straight? Yeah, well, that's back because they won 8 straight, and we have over 73.5 for them. This A's under 75.5, that's going to hit because that team stinks. They may actually have the worst record in baseball. They're competing with that. They currently do.
They're tied with the Angels right now.
Tied with the Angels. Yep.
Yep.
Dodgers under 105 wins. We need them to lose 6 more games and
7 more games. I think that because it was 105 or 104 that we got them at
104 and a half.
Yes, they need to lose 7 more games. But to me, it's the Dodgers, but look at their schedule. This team doesn't have an incentive to go and just have to slay everyone. Also, they have, let's see, San Diego. Their end of the season schedule is pretty light, but they do still have a series against Atlanta, Miami, both on the road, and they have a series against the Padres as well. So I think 7 more should, and that just goes to say again, when you see teams sign or the super teams that you'll see in the offseason, which by the way, Kyle Tucker is going to possibly finish the season as a replacement level player. We were not super thrilled with that signing regardless, but
you had him going there in our free agent draft.
I did. I had him going there. I didn't say that he was going to make a tremendous impact. I just said I think it makes sense that he's going to go there. But case in point is when you see a number that gets inflated like that after a big free agent signing, 105 wins is a lot of wins, man.
We talked about this, man. The only team that had been able to do that was the Astros during their peak.
But that team had a common core.
Well, they were also all homegrown guys.
Yes. That's and they weren't as old. They weren't as old as
they all came up together. Okay. So is that I have Sonny Gray to win AL Cy Young. CJ doesn't, but I'll take him to dinner if that hits. Junior Caminero, Silver Slugger. That was one of the late ones that we added that I said to you, and I said,
coming home.
I said we got to take this again, and that was we 5-1 for this. Like, what are we talking about? And that's a stat-driven award. So like that is like there's not going to be a question. Like it's not like you don't have to worry about someone giving a narrative. No, he's gonna that's stats for that. Out of nowhere, we'll have to have Jay back on here for this. Matt Olson, home run leader.
Yeah.
Back from the back from the dead. I got that notification the other day. 30-1. We have that one. Gavin Williams, by the way, is going to hit his K numbers quietly for us, which is great. Also, by the way, very much alive for Cy Young in the AL. His ERA is a little high, but it would be the highest ERA.
I was going to say his ERA. That's my only concern with him is he does have a lot of the. If I go look at, let me go look at him right now. Does he lead the league in strikeouts?
Yes, I believe he does. Guess who's 25 behind him? Who we also have.
Oh, I know. Chris Sale.
And Jesus Luzardo.
And we have Jesus Luzardo too. But where's Chris? I know
Sale had a really bad first 2 months.
Oh, damn. Yeah, he's 10th. Shit. Yeah, he's not making that up. But Sale's been so good too.
The only thing we didn't take Sale for was Cy Young, but like I don't even know about that. So, and also, guess what else is back from the dead? Guess what's back from the dead? That was never really dead, but we were always really high on it. Peyton Tolley is very alive for Rookie of the Year.
Yes, Rookie of the Year. Is he eligible? Much alive is the question.
Yes, which he is. I mean,
he
should be. He was well under. He only pitched in September last year, and he should be. I love that they let us bet this, even not knowing whether or not he was eligible. But yeah, that Red Sox team, which by the way, Roman Anthony tanked in his rehab game today. I want to pause here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to buy some Red Sox shit?
I mean,
too chalky.
When did we buy? Have we bought Red Sox shit though? Like that's really
we haven't.
My
They're
question.
Kind of like something that we would want to do for like exactas only, and that's it.
Okay. Because if we don't have, I think you're right. I don't think we have a lot of liability on that team. Let me go pull up here. They are 14-1 in the division right now. If we're just looking at FanDuel, 8.5 is a lot to make up though in about 6 weeks. Playoffs wise, I mean, God, minus 2,200 to make the playoffs. I mean, what I'm looking at here is what seed can we bet them? Man, their prices are actually pretty bad
they're pretty chalked.
Plus 230 for 4 seed. Minus 125 for the 5 seed, minus 120 for the 6 seed. So I'm not interested in any of that right now for them. I think the only thing that Can this Red Sox team make the World Series?
Yeah.
I kind of think they can.
Low innings for Ranger. Well, not Tolley, but how
many has Sonny thrown this year? What is Sonny up to?
I think Sonny's at 160. Sonny Gray.
What does he normally throw? God, he's been so good. 15-3.
Yeah. He's always our guy. 132. He's actually really low on it. So he's good. So he's good to go.
Sonny, Ranger.
Sonny and Ranger Tolley would have to. And then you'd make Tolley do it. And then, but you have Bennett who you could stack on there.
You could do Bennett. Yep. And bullpen wise,
and Sandoval, you would do Sandoval. You basically could piggyback Sandoval and Bennett is probably what you would end up doing if you needed to.
Bennett's cooled off a lot lately, but I would still be okay. I mean, if Bennett and Tolley are your 3 and 4, and even if you want to piggyback that, I think you're probably fine. Yeah, I'm a little more interested in them if we are looking at a long shot for like World Series. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th in odds. I want to see if I can shop that around. So they're 14-1 for World Series.
It's
not horrible. I feel like
it doesn't. The math on that doesn't work from the series carryover though.
15-1 on DK.
That's not bad.
which is not bad. That is not a bad.
I don't know if this team has that like World Series magic to it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a hater.
Would you take them 3-1 to make the LCS?
Yeah.
So there's 6-1 to win the AL. I kind of like 3-1 to make.
I kind of like 3-1. Yeah.
This team is going to be
so they're going to be they'll be
in their first.
Well, so they're going to get a bye.
They would be the 6th seed.
Oh, you're saying they'll be the 6th seed?
No, they'll be the 5th seed.
So if they're going to they're going to be a.
No. Actually,
the problem.
Because they won't.
Because then you roll it over. They're going to be minus 180 favorites. They're going to have to play the Yankees. They're going to have to play 3 rounds. Yeah, and the Yankees will beat them.
Yeah. Never mind. All right. Scratch all I say about the Red Sox.
I'm far more interested in Red Sox versus Cubs as a World Series.
Oh, an exacta?
Yeah.
Wow. Let me see. What would that one be? I can tell you. Because they are 6-1 to win the AL. Ooh. You can get them at 52-1 for that exacta.
Yeah, I like that one. Wait till tomorrow for things settle, but I like that one.
Yeah, because by the way, I don't hate the Cubs. You can get the Cubs almost at 7-1 to make the World Series. That's not
to win the pennant.
To win the pennant.
They're going to be the 4.
I still don't know if I trust their rotation.
I don't know if I trust. So you want to talk about a team I'm worried about is peaking early? It's them.
It's the Cubs. Yeah.
Because we've seen the bad version of this Cubs team, and it's so bad that they got really bad. It's really bad, like really bad. And I don't know if they spiral again. I don't know how fixable it is. Like.
Yeah, I want to look at let me look at something here. How's their bullpen been lately?
Oh no.
Yeah.
My big parlay, they brought out Foster Griffin for another inning.
Oh, did they? He was getting smacked tonight, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. The other guy was. He's at 92 pitches, and I need his under 1.5 earned runs for $2,000.
Oh no, never mind. He's been good. Maybe I thought he was getting smacked around because my stepdad he can't stand Foster Griffin. He's a big Guardians fan, and I'm like, it was still a good trade. I stand by it. He's been bad since he got over there, but yeah. Oh, they're playing the Giants, so that's.
Yeah, but I need Bryce Eldridge 2 for 2. I just don't.
Well, do you want to move into more of some of the stuff, like as far as some?
I mean, look, there's going to be some jerk who's going to say, "Oh, but what about all the stuff that lost?" I can tell you a lot of stuff that lost. Here you go. St. Louis to have an 8-game losing streak. The Phillies to win 95
That's not
games.
dead. Not dead.
There, that's fine. Wait, where's my? I have a pretty nice. I have a graveyard somewhere. Where is it? The graveyard is
the Terang.
Terang to leading hits, Devers to leading RBIs.
Dead.
Munoz ain't leading in saves.
The saves one is pretty hilarious.
We struck out so badly on that shit. It's just
Munoz, Devin. I remember coming out of our we
were so amped for that.
Like, I love our saves leaders. Munoz terrible. Williams terrible. Santana with only 2, which is and
then you got DFA'd.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, but otherwise on our pitching stuff, we did really well. Cam Schlittler was one of the best things that we ever did, and I don't want him to win side because we have a recording of us saying, "You guys interested in Cam Schlittler for Cy at 100-1?" And then like I shat all over it like I usually do.
Yeah.
And Scott was like, "No, Garrett Cole's gonna like take that charm away from him." I'll be like, if that happens.
I mean, one thing to remember.
Nolan McLean we hit this past weekend.
Yep. He's
Luzardo
he
is
just
one
labors a lot,
Luzardo is 1 win away from cashing 12 wins.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
we did
this.
Pretty bad on our Shota ones, didn't we? Our Shota ones, I think
Shota's dead. Shota also, I've realized, is not the guy we thought he was.
Unfortunately.
But Yuri Perez, he could have a 5.91 ERA the rest of the way, and he will still cash our under 3.87 ERA. Nolan McLean could have a 4.9 ERA the rest of the season and would cash our under 3.76.
That is in play, by the way. I've watched a lot of Nolan McLean starts. Hasn't looked great. I don't know how he's been kind of getting through it, but yes, it looks pretty good.
Foster Griffin got out of the inning. Oh, this is a big one. All right, cool. Chase Burns gonna hit 160. We had 170, I think, at 4-1. Oh, and I texted this to you earlier today. So Emmett Sheehan is at we have him for 150 Ks. He has 108, and guess what? He got called up today.
Yeah, I thought that one was dead. So
I thought that one was dead, and I said to you the other day, he's back. Nola 200 Ks was never happening, but he's actually been a lot better, and people should give him respect. By the way,
do you think them calling up Sheehan means we're not seeing Ohtani on the mound rest of season?
Probably. Well, he pitched. No, I don't know, because he pitched the other day. I think it really means that probably they're going to probably. Well, we're definitely not seeing Glass now the rest of the season.
No, Glass now's washed. He's
it
dead.
Probably means. No, you know what it means? It means that they're going to do some probable movement. Well, we're probably not seeing Diaz the rest of the season. And they're probably going to move some things around for the closer thing and move some relievers.
That was my second theory was, are they bringing him back up, not actually really to start games, but they want to get him, want to start throwing him back out of the pen. Because he was great in the pen.
He was great out of the pen last year.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fine. He can pick up 5 Ks in 2 innings in that and do that, and he's got no pressure. That's fine. I don't want them to ruin my Bobby Miller. I want Bobby Miller to close the game. And Bobby Miller's coming back soon, by the way.
Diaz looks cooked also.
Diaz looks cooked.
Diaz needs to sit down.
Who else do we have? Okay, so hitter stuff, and then we'll talk about some other things, guys. I promise. Hitter stuff. Contreras, 80 RBIs, very good. Not worried about the Connor Griffin under 17.5 home runs. Not worried about George Springer under 256 batting average. That one is coasting.
That one has basically cashed second week of April. Once he got hurt, I'm like, oh yeah, this is
our Luke Keeschel stuff's looking good. He's had a really good last 2 weeks. 130 Ks, 130 hits. Dalen Lyle, 140 hits, looks really good. He's got 116. Jackson Merrill, 19 home runs right now. We have him for over 22.5. And you weren't sure. Well, you weren't sure on Wyatt Langford, who also has been doing well. But this one, you were like, and I'm like, we got you on board. We both like he took the leap. He did it. The Naylor 160 hits is alive again. That you love.
Yeah, he's been really good of late. I think he's kind of pulled things back together.
The Tarang's 160 hits is alive. Bregman. So here's a couple that I want to talk about, and the people don't have to hear us glaze over all our bullshit. Okay. Ben Rice, 90 RBIs. That fucking tanked very quickly because that team can't hit.
He's still getting that.
You think?
He's at 78. He's 12 RBIs. I mean, literally, he could get.
They don't score any runs. They don't score any runs, dude.
Yeah, they're. Look, this is what the Yankees do. They go through several week slumps where they don't hit at all. I don't know. We've still got how many games left? Like they've got at least 30 games to go.
They have 37.
37 games. You're telling me that he can't get an RBI in 1/3?
That's a lot.
I don't know. I feel better about that one than the Naylor 160 hits. He still's got to get 40 hits in, 30
I'm most
games.
Nervous about Alex Bregman under 22.5 home runs because he's carrying this. He's been
awesome. I think he's healthy. I think that's like actually the real thing is I don't think this is the Alex Bregman that we saw the first 2 months of last year, and then he got hurt. And he was never the same. He was not been the same guy. And I didn't love the ballpark that he was going to as far as going to the Cubs, even though I like the signing. But now I actually just think he's healthy. I think it's anything more complicated than that.
No, I mean, he's doing it. Rodon looked good tonight, by the way. He had walks like he did, but 4Ks. Rodon looked good. The Yankees team looks good otherwise. James Wood's gonna fuck us.
Yeah,
because it's an oblique. That's a bummer. He's gonna land on 30. They're not gonna push him to come back. And we needed 35, and we were on that. It closed at plus 125. We gave it out at plus 400 in January.
Yeah,
in a throwaway show because we couldn't find anybody to talk about the Nats.
That will have a minus next to it next year. I'm just putting that out there for people. Like the 35 plus home run. Oh, he'll have 35.
It'll be
he will be listed for 35 for like minus like 115.
You think? I think
next year.
Yeah, I think it'll be like plus 105 or something.
Well,
yeah,
because
I think his number. No. I just think his number is going to be like 32 and a half or something like that.
Oh, the over under. Oh, yeah, probably.
So
I'd still look for alts on that.
Yeah. No, well, that's where it all is. I mean, look, it's all good. So anyway, that all said, and the losses, Pittsburgh 85 wins isn't going to happen. Minnesota killed our under there. Washington, I think, is well past 66 wins, and Giants to win the pennant.
I blame Paul Skeens for the well, but hold on. Pirates over 72. We had Pirates over 72 and a half though.
Yeah, that's fine, but the 85 is not going to hit.
No, 85 is not, but they should get over that 72 and a half win total pretty easily. They need to shut down Skeens though. Just stop throwing them. Like something's wrong. They're giving him extra rest right now. Like I don't even know why. They just call and bring him back next year because he's clearly not the same guy right now. I mean, his velo is down like 2 or 3. It's like down like almost like 2.5 points.
I have to check where Wheeler's is tonight because Wheeler's went back up, so I got less worried. But that Wheeler Cy Young just blew up because he just like went through this really bad stretch. It just didn't look right. And yeah, Phillies are losing right now to the Fish. And he walked 4 guys tonight. Player breakdown. Let's see. His velo, as I'm looking at it, up. His velo was up tonight, so it's not health. It just does something's just not working for him. His cutter is not breaking well, but that's about it. But everything, his four seam was like way up. It's been up 3 straight starts. So max velo of 97. Anyway, all right, cool. So now what do we say about maybe showing people on Handigraphs how I've been finding batter walks? So I don't know if he has a case of the olds. I just think that he at some point he was laboring during the season. He got sick and he's in labor. He hasn't been the same since that Miami start a month ago. Is what it was. It was like he came out of the All-Star break like a demon, and then he didn't feel well. He said at the Marlins game, and he just and he hasn't been the same since. Like he just kind of labors.
I want to see what Zach Wheeler's career ERA and WHIP is against the Marlins. I swear to God, that team
owns them usually. I mean, it's like
really. I don't know about that. I think there's been a lot of times I bet against him when he's faced the Marlins for some reason. I'd love to know what his career is against them.
I'll tell you. It's he has a 2.8 ERA against them in his career. And holds 14-4 with a 2.8 ERA and 200 strikeouts in 29 appearances.
Interesting. All right, fine. Fuck it. I don't know. It's recency bias with that, but I have seen like at least 3 of these where he is not pitched well against the Marlins.
It's been the last 2. It's been the last 2 in the last 3 weeks is what it's been.
Yeah, but he had this last year too before he got hurt. Like he had a start against the Marlins like in Miami where he just got, I think it was like he gave up like 6 earned or something in the first 2 innings, and then it was like a week and a half later they're like, oh, he's being shut down.
And that was weird.
Yeah,
right.
Phillies are fine though. They're
we'll see if they're fine.
They're fine.
Okay. So now, all right, let's look at how I find walks. All right, I'm gonna pull up.
Talk some walks. Walk this way.
All right, cool. So here's what I did. I made a filter. Let me boop boop boop. All right, there. Everybody gets to see now. I made a filter called walks versus lefties. Walks is a thing that you want to look at guys based on their last 10, because that's kind of the frequency. Like if you're like a EV demon or whatever, you could just do it like this, and it's probably a good way to do it, where you kind of look and you see what the edge is price wise based on the number of times it happens. I'm always kind of targeting guys that have had this happen in half or less. I think you get better price that way, and the math proves it. So, and these are all there. You can see that on Handigraphs. But basically, I do all this, and then I have for the starters thing. What I'll do is I need to make a filter for this. But let's look just at the guys who throw left. Okay, so we will add this condition and apply. Okay, all the guys who throw left are here, and all I care about the season. I don't need to hear about the recency against it. So guys with lefties with high walk rates against right-handed batters. And I can click the opponent. And since I already have the walks versus lefty filter up, it'll populate just the guys who I want. So as I'm looking at this, so who are the righties who are targets on here? Christian Franklin. This game happened earlier already, but Christian Franklin looks like he would have been a target. He has a walk. Can you check a box score for me and tell me did Christian Franklin walk at plus 214? He has a 16% walk rate.
I'm looking right now. Hold on. Christian Franklin. Let's see. He has not walked yet. Not yet. 2 plate appearances, 0 for 2.
Okay, so that's not one that would happen. Well, I'll make this a little bit easier. I have let me go to one that I know hit tonight, so I can just do it that way. All right, so walks versus righties, last 10. Who did I pick from here? I picked, or let's see, let's go to the starters on here. Guys who I really wanted. Okay, I was like, cool. Not a lefty. Let's get batters, walks versus lefties. Organize it. Who were guys that I wanted against left-handed batters? I knew I wanted Stephen Kwan. Stephen Kwan is a lefty. Who does this? This is already on my filter. He has a 12% walk rate in his last 10 games. What did he do? He walked tonight. Robbie Ray. I had this one. This was one of my plays on the Propcast. 13% walk rate for AJ Ewing, and in his last 10, he's been awesome. He walked. It was great. He walked on a overturned call too, which was pretty awesome. But it's like this is just like another thing. Like it's one of the advantages of Handigraphs is you could use it to figure out who's going to homer, and that's fine. But building a filter where I made it, and my filter is guys with a low outside swing, and you could if you don't understand how to do any of this, you could go into Claude or go into chat. Access the API and say, build me a filter based on, any sort of requirements you want, whether it's last 10 or last 12 games that you think is going to be projecting of a guy to get a walk. I have it as like set up this way. Hold on one second. And then outside swing against the left-handedness that they're basically guys who are not chasing and are walking. That's all it is. I kept it really, really simple. And I made a filter for both of these guys to do that, and that's my new walk filter, and it's awesome. And we should probably
stealing my thunder here because what I was going to say, Berg, is yes, you can use the API, obviously, which we have that available. We have an MCP that you can use with Claude and with Codex or Gemini, whichever of your preferred agents. But we actually are working on something that to answer that question on how I think Spencer, you got to add my screen here for some reason, but we are working on a way where you can let Handigraphs figure out that filter for you. And there's a little feature that we actually have on the website right now.
Hang on, you broke up.
This,
your Wi-Fi got crazy.
Right now, it's not going to look like this. Oh, did I break up for a second?
You did. Now you're good.
Am I back?
Try now. Okay. Yeah, now you're good.
Okay.
Nope. Now you're not back. Who can we
second
blame?
here? Now I'm back.
Okay.
All right.
Do it.
So you see this later.
Yeah.
Here, you can actually describe this. If you click this and you go to bird.
There you guys. We just lost your connection. All right. Well, CJ's connection got lost. That's fine. Hopefully an alien didn't. Hold on.
Right. I think I'm back now.
You're very back. All right. Describe to people who are listening to this with their ear holes how this works. I just won Scott and I like $3,000. All right. This is great. And Noops just sent me a
nice.
A gift. Yeah. Guys, talk to me about using your DK boosts before you use them. Okay. I'm going to tell you that. I'll show people at the end of the show. We'll do it. Okay. Keep going.
So hold on, I'm just putting this in. So you can actually write this all in a natural language, and you can just say, I want batters who walk a lot, low K rate, high contact rate, batters who would likely walk. You click draft this rule, and then Handigraphs will actually, check this out, will build your filter for you. So you have a walk rate greater than 10%. You can kind of adjust that, play around with it. Your K rate less than 18%, let's say, and then your contact rate. And you can even see this will actually adjust based on our color coding as well. So it'll tell you like what's good and what's not. So you didn't have to do anything that Berg just did. You can literally just write in like, hey, I want something where batters walk a lot. And it'll come back.
This is so awesome
for you. And then to take it a step further, if you're like, well, I don't know, would this filter actually work? What does this look like? And you can actually run simulations with this shit. So you'll run a test, and then what this will do is it'll actually tell you how many players, what the fair price should have been, how often these players show up. It'll give you a report card. That's what kind of the fair price.
Wait, this is actually like really freaking awesome. When is this coming out? I didn't realize it was this deep. This is awesome.
Yeah. This is.
You're such an agent forward organization. I love it.
Yeah. So this is like basically your hypothesis. You can kind of rerun any of these, but also it's like super easy to use. You can just see like, here's our 16 who fit today. How many players on average would fit this filter? And then you can see how many have qualified. And like I said, you have like this little report card, common traps, nobody qualifies, all that stuff. So anyways, all I have to say, got some really fun stuff cooking with building your own filters and running kind of different tests. I guarantee you there is no other site you will be able to do this on than ours. Yeah. So check this out. This will be rolling out hopefully by this week, end of the week, with our tracking, which also, by the way, you can actually go and track.
Which we have a meeting about after this show because I broke it on my end. So
all of these, that's coming. So anyways, yeah. In addition to like figuring out what to bet, we're going to give you the tools to make it easier than ever to just kind of ask and it'll find all that stuff for you.
We're also, by the way, all the stuff that you're seeing, you'll be able to do with hockey. So when you're like, oh, I'm not really going to sign up for Handigraphs because like baseball's at the end. Hockey's coming too, and hockey is even softer than this. And you could probably be building a filter for it saying, hey, how do I find guys that are going to score goals? Or how am I going to find?
This will all be available for hockey too.
This will all be available for hockey. Yeah. By the way, since there haven't been a ton of sports this summer, I learned how to do both golf betting and tennis betting, and tennis is definitely coming to this. And so is WNBA. Which, if you are a data provider of WNBA stats or know where we can find some, please let us know. But those are we're like, this is like the Marvel. It's like when Marvel does their thing where they're like at D23, we're like, and also coming soon, January 2027, tennis, like May 2027, WNBA, and then Avengers Doomsday in July. It'll be great.
Doomsday 2.
Well, actually, I see Huff in the Pump Fake Pod coming back in probably 6 weeks. Something that we might want to think about doing. Do we want to put Ken Palm out of business and do this for college basketball? I don't know. I don't know why would we do that, but maybe we do.
HG's greater than HJ's. College basketball, that'd be kind of fun. The thing with college, it's just so noisy. Like that's a good thing about like professional sports is like I know the rosters I'm working with. Like college, in the old days, it was a little easier. Now it's not as easy with the transfer portal and whatnot. But yeah,
cool.
I don't got anything else other than we're hopefully making a lot more money soon.
I
go White Sox.
Yeah, go White Sox. We're in good shape. All right, guys. Handigraphs.com. Who else do I want to give a shout to? Shout out to Adam Kaufman, who just became one of the editors for the sports and fantasy stuff for USA Today. He's got a newsletter. Go follow him and do some stuff. We might do some things with them. And that's it. And then I don't know who else I really want to, who I care about. I don't know. I'll be in Vegas next week with SGPN. I'll probably wear a Handigraph shirt and an SGPN shirt. There are only 2 of them. I do not know how to make a merch store. It's on my to-do list. We'll figure it out. You guys have constantly asked us saying, "Oh, I want a Handigraphs hat. I want this."
I gotta get my Millions entry in with you next week.
Yeah, we gotta do that. We're gonna do that. Yeah. We'll probably football will be moving to my football. Oh, someone asked about that. If we're gonna do a football futures show, probably. I have like 2 mortgages worth of football futures. Shout out to Ryan Kramer on them. I also, if you fuck with AI, I have an elite news scan like script.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Local script that I've made that if you were like, I don't want to research anything, I just want to know like who's going up and who's going down, I will give it to you in an MD file and it will do its work for you. So it's great. Like CJ was like, this thing fucks. It's awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Spence, you're awesome. Everybody else is awesome. CJ at Dad's That Bet. At Hey Rosenberg. I don't have anything else. So the final word's going to be what?
HG's greater than HJ's and ZJ's.